Hello and welcome back to the world of Dishonored 2. This is Queen 3210, and after 15 in-game years, we are finally returning to Dunwall to follow the sequel events of the first Dishonored game. If you haven't already, I would recommend you check out both my high and low chaos playthroughs on YouTube for Dishonored, including the Knife of Dunwall DLC adventures where I get to play as the Knife himself, Dowd. There's also a 7-hour silent long play where I attempt the mostly flesh and steel achievement. Spoilers, it was much easier than I expected it to be. Then again, I was also playing on normal difficulty, so take from that what you will. Now, much like the previous game, I will be splitting missions into 2 versions. Low chaos will come first, followed by high chaos, and they will alternate on separate days until we reach the end of the story. Also, much like the previous game, this will be my first time playing as High Chaos, so expect achievements to pop throughout the course of that particular playthrough. Now, a full disclosure, what that means is I have already played this game before. I've already gotten the Clean Hands achievement, as well as the, I forget what it's called, but it's the equivalent to not being spotted. And I've basically gotten a lot of the different achievements, so there won't be much pop-ups from the low chaos end. So as a result, this playthrough is less of a let's play and more of a let's revisit, an unofficial one, considering that I didn't actually post my original playthrough on YouTube. Back then I was using a program called Fraps, and by the time I got my hands on this game, Fraps had decided it just didn't want to work anymore. Now, because I played the game before, I will try to keep spoilers to a minimum for those who are just looking to experience the game story for the first time. But be warned, I might slip up a time or two, so keep that in mind. There may also be references to the accompanying novel series or the comic series or any additional lore, because I have all of the accompanying novels for in between the first and the second game, as well as a lore book. So yeah, take from that what you will. If you're interested, I may want to try out a video where we go through all of that. I'll put up a poll at some point, just in case anybody is interested, but for now, maybe the references will be enough. So without any further ado, let's get back into it. And as you can see, because I beat the game initially, I have a New Game Plus. And what the New Game Plus does is it allows you to start a new game, but it lets you carry over your powers from the previous playthrough, which is fun. And a great way of making the game broken. But we're gonna start with the new game, and we're gonna do this organically. And we're gonna start as medium, so normal. And we are also going to start the tutorial. Now, initially, you'll notice that there are a couple of differences. It's still got the flavor text in the upper left-hand corner, but underneath, it's also got tips and all of that. But while the tips randomly moved in the first game, in the second game, you can toggle them and read them to your heart's content. So I guess the developers came up with that. Chapter 0, Dunwall, 1837 to 1852. As Emily Kaldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, you have numerous enemies. Your father is Lord Corvo Atano, the infamous royal protector and spy master. In the years since you first took the throne, Corvo has spent many hours training you in the arts of stealth and combat, so that you can actually defend yourself if someone like Dowd comes after you.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you. The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much.
Now, the one thing
This is my city.
Now, the one thing I'm gonna have to get used to is the fact that the protagonist here is no longer silent. We get to hear exactly their thoughts and all of that. So, yeah, occasionally I will get interrupted.
What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
Let's.
Did it.
Yeah.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Okay, so he's gonna let it go. Done.
Easy as cake. What's next?
Nope, can't jump that high. Fine, I guess. Now we get to swim. No treasures to loot. Climb the fucking chain.
If only I could spend every day running and jumping.
Except you're an empress. You have a day job.
Let's see how quick my feet are.
Come to me.
Oops. Almost jumped prematurely there. Missed
I'll
that.
have to jump up and grab the edge to climb over.
There we go.
You've learned well.
Thank you.
Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
Stealth. Press C to toggle stealth mode, crouching down and walk silently. Your visibility in stealth mode is greatly reduced. Stay behind cover and out of sight to avoid being detected. Enemies are slower to detect you in stealth mode, especially when you are farther away from them, above them at the edge of their peripheral vision, or in the shadows, though this matters more at a distance. Stealth mode enables you to take cover under desks or tables, and to lure enemies away, distract them by throwing an object such as a bottle or setting the alarm on a clock. So those are new.
I want you to sneak up on me, if you can.
Father's always on about the value of quiet feet.
If you're quick enough with the choke.
Got him.
That's my girl. Let me hear you.
Oh, fuck. Awareness. When enemies begin to detect you, an awareness meter is displayed overhead, gradually filling up. A white A full white meter means an enemy will search for you. A full red meter means you have been detected.
Or see you.
Okay.
I need to watch the patrol route.
Right.
Didn't see anything at all.
Stay low and out of your enemy's line of
In the
sight.
words of Corvo Attano, hidden like a secret, quiet as the sunset.
I like that. Hidden like a secret.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
Pretty sure that woke up everybody.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we?
Yet another Tuesday night.
Yes. You hit home. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Good. Well done. Very good.
3 for 3.
You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. Block with your blade.
I am.
You're quick.
Ow.
Come on. Smart move.
Fuck.
Come on. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer.
But not for long.
You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
There we go. Forgot to L the button.
While they're off balance, deliver a fatal blow.
How was that, old man?
Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Chapter 1. A Long Day in Dunwall. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Emily Kaldwin, assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. So already we know a couple of things. We know that Emily was 10 when her mother was killed, and if 25 years has passed, that puts her at 25.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Here we are in front of the palace.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There, you're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
How come you had my ring?
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Kaldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Kaldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
No.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the crown killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Don't forget, he's also the Spy Master, so that's 3.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
Like those knife
Duke of Serkonos.
machines that are coming towards me that I'm not very happy about.
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Atano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Kaldwin. Your
Why
rightful
are you
Empress, Delilah Kaldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
No, she fucking didn't.
My dearest niece. Hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Kaldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister.
Proof.
At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. It is complete. I am...
Goodbye, Delilah.
What's happening? This is all wrong!
Yes, it is.
What am I becoming?
Goodbye.
Outsider's blood! Is this some trick? No!
Good night, everybody.
But now I'm home.
Liar, liar,
If
pants
you
on
really
fire.
are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. What? My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Kaldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over.
Oh, wow.
Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Kaldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
Oh, and apparently we're gonna murder civilians, too. Okay, let's go, bozo. Oh, boy. Ow.
Sword can't still my heart.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
What the fuck?
Did she just take his powers? Okay, so while these guys are killing all of the potential witnesses who could basically tell the truth of what happened and ignore their narrative, we get to choose to play either as Emily Kaldwin, the ruler of the Empire of the Isles, trained in stealth and combat by her father, Corvo Otano. Or we can return to our original character and play the legendary royal protector, twice wronged, and a figure of infamy from the time of the rat plague. Now, the fact that Delilah took his powers is a great mechanic that sort of explains, because if you do choose to be him, your powers are reset. Why you actually have no powers. So that's a great narrative choice. Not to mention it's a brilliant choice in story, because, I mean, obviously, if she has powers of the outsider, and it seems like she does, she's gonna basically want to neuter the one person who is going to be her biggest obstacle in maintaining the status quo, which is why we are going to play the canon route as Emily Kaldwin.
Cast you in cold marble.
Emily, you know better. Why would you brush her?
Over time, you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and then I'll bring her to Coldstream Prison
Ow.
until her trial.
Was that really necessary?
My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
All I hear is wham, 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 bitch, 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 moan, moan, moan. Woe is me.
Captain
Go fuck
Ramsey,
yourself.
I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
Don't be all Captain Mayhew.
No!
That's the Royal Protector.
Oh, no.
fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
Better weapon than you will ever be. So, you're gonna pay for that?
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island.
Oh, you
They
greedy
say that this
fucker.
ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
So in other words, you're going to loot my secret chambers.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father.
So I have questions.
Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Thanks, Emily. I have questions. First and foremost, what stopped her from being able to fight back? Yeah, she was probably dazed, but still.
Hold your horses, Corporal Dial.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
He's old blood, one of the good families. And now that he's helped
Good
the rightful
families, okay.
Empress take the throne, the Ramseys are going to be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
Fun fact, I don't actually remember the Ramseys, like, at all. So yeah, basically I would like to know, how come Emily didn't fight back? Yeah, she could have been dazed, but she was cognizant and aware enough. She could have said something, but I guess narratively wise, not an option. So we're gonna restore some health and read some shit. Letter from Advisor Helmswater. Empress, we face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crowned Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Lenora Helmswater. Said they didn't do it, Lenora. Empress. After the Royal Protector's shakedown cruise, we'll launch the ISS Jessamine Kaldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing. Pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you will release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you, but here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Gristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. How about I just be a daughter and talk about my mother and how much I miss her? Empress. Presented for your approval, the schedule of Middle Song's Eve. Morning meal with Tibian Trade Commission. Presentation from the research vessel Loblolly Swift, just returned from newly discovered island chain of Pendician continent. Oh, we are very familiar with the Pendician continent. Midday meal with dignitaries from Morley, who will present you with a gift in exchange for your attention to their complaints. Dedication and speech for new wing at the infirmary home for aged seafarers. Meeting with advisors on the issue of blood flies in the south. And an evening meal with Lord Corvo at his request. Damn, Dad has to request a meal with me. That sucks. But again, I guess as a monarch, I don't get to choose what I want to do with my day. So,
Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while?
right?
I need time to think.
Except the bozos forgot to lock the windows. I mean, I'd understand leaving the other one
How many times
because
have I looked at that skyline?
I haven't even looked at it
Feels
yet.
like everything just changed.
Also, interesting ship that's sitting there just waiting. Also, I can understand leaving that one open because it's just a long drop down to death. But yeah, should have locked the windows, assholes.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
All the dead guards.
Lady Emily, you're all right.
Wait, what the
I
fuck?
was worried.
How are you alive still?
Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Okay, so that seems to be a regular... Oh, is this my my dad's folding blade? I hope so. Audience request. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I've got urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale, from Megan Foster. First things first, I am gonna need money and valuables and shit, because I'm gonna be journeying. Something there, something in there, something in here. So these are the guards who were likely killed in response to the coup. For Alexei, I can set an alarm to draw guards here if I wanted. Come in here real quick and see if there's anything of value. We have bathing salts. We have a bathtub. A quick save because we have an audiograph.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you, and your mother before you, could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit.
Yeah.
But trust me, we'll find this crown killer. anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
More bathing salts. Food. Really, this place is sparse. Oh, she says before finding coin. Nighty night. You can hang out in here. Historical Record of Government, Positions and Ranks, Addendum. Corvo Atano. Accused of assassinating the Empress he was sworn to protect. How unlikely he would not only overcome the shame, but then redeem himself so fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to use pen against him. Yet, let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Atano was nearly overwhelming. First, he is the only royal protector ever to have been born out of an isle other than Bristol. That's racist. His foreignness is not itself a crime, but added to the suspicions, the most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed with bloodied weapon kneeling over the body of Empress Jessamine. Of course, it turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress and remove Atano from interfering with the ongoing plans of the Lord Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Atano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization. But instead, I reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out fact from fiction to produce the most salient histories possible. I mean, they were technically acting on information that they had at the time, as inaccurate as it was, and they had no way of knowing that it wasn't true. So, I can't really fault him for wanting to keep his position. The guys who outright lied to cover their asses, however, yeah, they got what they deserved.
Something feels wrong.
What feels wrong?
I hope they accept my transfer.
Are you transferring?
Got to get over to one of the other districts.
Where you going, buddy? Well, that was a fail, so I fixed it. And everything is okay. Also, all of the dead bodies of people who should not have been killed because people are fucking selfish garbage human beings. Here, you can sleep with your friend. Pretty sure I already checked here. No, I actually, I don't think I did. So there's no towel. Well, there's only towels there. Only towels here. Some coin. Only towels. A hookah.
This reminds me of good times with friends. With Wyman. All gone now.
Okay, so she's a smoker. I don't judge. It's her lungs, not mine. Sounds like more people are being attacked. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Kaldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, Is it now the duty of the royal protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne? No, it is not, and he is not. Still nothing. Really? Also, map of the world. Tivia to the north, Morley to the northeast of us, Bristol, the largest, and then Sarkonos.
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers. So I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Ramsay's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge.
Yeah.
How it's my fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsay is too dangerous to be left in play.
Means we have to deal with him somehow or another. Give me my ring back, asshole. Oh. Give me my ring back. Fucking asshole.
This won't leave my hand again.
You. We're going on a little trip.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
You wanted in here so badly. Here, take a powder.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsay. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. I better take these.
Bone Charms. Excerpt from a book on sailing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone Charms. A sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of these great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. Yeah, that's not all they do. Whispers from the Void by Bernali Mulani, Part 1 and Part 2. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place that we share in the farthest reaches of our minds? The realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home? The void. These little glimpses of the void in dreams or described by those awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions, at one time or another. This, then, must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light or some wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it. And we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling. But nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond? The clouds of weightless silver gas? At what things we would learn? Well, you would learn not to fuck with the outsider, for one. Oh, look at this! The treasure trove of nostalgia. So there's the world map, of course. And there's a picture that Emily drew when she was at the Hound's Pit pub. It's not one that I drew in my low chaos playthrough, mind you. The gold cat. Yeah, I think that's the one that I drew at the palace. Or, not the palace, rather, the Hound's Pit pub. Same with that one. And Corvo Attano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that same time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade of Urbana. The spectators from all over Serkonos were thrilled to see someone so young and striking from a working-class family advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkonan Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east of Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, then the Adonis Ebel, father of Luca Ebel, Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old world and mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. Ooh, that sucks. So first of all, he was used as a possession, not as an actual person, but an actual possession, and sent to a country unknown to him, far from his family, or his sole surviving family, and then finds out later that his mother died. That sucks. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is when you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you. And yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you. Wyman. So he's lying. He's definitely going to bring me back that white leaf tobacco. Oh, Samuel Beechworth carving. Aww, I got a boat from Samuel.
Old Samuel made this.
Aw.
I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower.
Aw, he died. I wonder what from. Hopefully it was old age. Ah, there's another book beside fucking Sleeping Beauty over here. In an act of rebellion, young Jessamine Kaldwin chose Corvo as her royal protector when Corvo was 19 and she was 12. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy, before and after she was crowned empress. Though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it is said that they began a love affair around 1823, when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo 25. The next chapter of Etano's life is like something out of a legend. During the time of the Rat Plague, when the Empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced for execution. He was thrown into Coldridge Prison and publicly reviled. He escaped, and as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the Loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, or through the power of the outsider, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of the Loyalists on King Sparrow Island at the Burrows Lighthouse and rescued Emily Kaldwin, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo, Etano, and the Empress Jessamine Kaldwin was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it is widely held that Emily Kaldwin is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles. No food for you.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
I mean, it would sure help to secure a mean of finance and all that. Also, more pictures from Emily's youth. I wonder if she still draws. It'd be a shame if she wasn't able to. So it doesn't look like there's anything here. However, there is the statue of her mother. No, that doesn't look like Jessamine at all.
This could be handy.
And I think that is about it. I don't think there's anything else. The picture. Oh, there's some coin in here. Yeah, I think that's it.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Nice. Let's biggity bounce. Delilah and Duke Luca Abel have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you. Escape the city by meeting with a boat captain down at the docks.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
We're gonna make a save. Ooh, I'll take you. Thank you. Empress Jessamine Kaldwin. Excerpt from a book on the late Empress. Perhaps in retrospect, all other historians will see how easy it was for us to fall into the trap set by the schemers who managed the assassination of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin. By allowing them to write history, it was for years thought that her trusted protector Corvo Etano was also her murderer. A concept we now know to be utterly false. Yet even after the tricksters themselves were put down, banished, or imprisoned, it remained common knowledge that the royal protector was also Jessamine's murderer. How nicely they arranged history for us, and how readily we devoured their stories, hungry for each perfectly cooked morsel. But it is well past time for us to set aside this plate of lies. The schemers were not to be trusted with the Empire or with Jessamine's life, and they are certainly not to be trusted with the writing down of accurate histories. The Tower of Dunwall. For over a century, Dunwall Tower has been the capital of the Isle of Bristol and the seat of power across all of the Isles of the Empire. Rulers have come and gone, each adding something to the structure. Gardens, observatories, new walls, pools, and specialized interior chambers to suit their needs and whims. Dunwall Tower has withstood numerous wars, several large-scale fires, and the collapse and rebuilding of the northern wing. With Tibia and Serkonos joining the Empire first, it was Morley that resisted longest. Some of the conflicts that arise also necessitate the further fortification of the tower. Repeated assassination attempts near the end of the conflict with Morley resulted in the creation of the Royal Protector position, with each ruler choosing his or her own Royal Protector after careful consideration. Bitch! Jessamine picked hers when she was 12. She was 12! I mean, she had the right of it. Corvo turned out to be a great choice, but all the same, that could have been disastrous.
Gotta get out of Dunwall.
Kind of want to see if I can go that way. Let me see if I can. Nope, it is barricaded. So we are being railroaded.
I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Too bad jumping up and over is probably not the safest bet. That won't be a good way either.
Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it.
Ooh.
You're not fit for the watch uniform.
At least hide him now.
The city's crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsay's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Kaldwin has apparently fled the tower.
Oh, great.
We've got to find her. That's it, we've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. The former Empress Emily Kaldwin has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason. What was that? I'll check around here.
Oh, fuck. Thank you. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
The former Empress Emily Kaldwin has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally
Okay, make it back to the rooftops. Cool, cool, cool. Aw, boo, invisible walls. Huh.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
bad news. Ramsay's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Kaldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it, we've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Someone there?
Oh, there's no one there.
The former Empress Emily Kaldwin has been accused of high crimes against the state.
Just in case.
Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
What I get? A sock.
Something moved.
One useless sock.
Pretty sure of it.
Fuck.
Wait, I'll have a look over there.
That's Emily Kaldwin!
Fuck off.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Kaldwin has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find her. That's it, we've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Former Empress Emily Kaldwin.
Stay ready. I want you in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance. Things will happen fast. Do your part, and there's a share of the spoils for you and the others. Turn on me now, and I'll ask the Duke to send his assassin after your dear old parents. Trust me, the so-called crown killer is the last dinner guest you want in your home. From Mortimer Ramsey. Okay.
Has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. He says yeah, but this time
I don't like that. Better have a look.
Fuck. Whew. Good thing I'm not going for ghosts this time around. Oh, he's coming back.
Who's there? I think I just saw something.
No, you didn't. Fuck off.
Oh well.
Kinda dry. Really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks.
No need to tell anybody I'm here. Not that I need that. Captain Ramsey's orders. All City Watch personnel assigned to posts in the immediate vicinity around Dunwall Tower. On the anniversary tomorrow, we'll be receiving guests from across the Empire. Most are detailed in your itineraries, but there is an unlisted contingent from Karnaca. It's last minute, but important. None other than the Duke of Serkonos will be traveling with an entourage that includes VIP guests and some rather exotic equipment aimed at impressing our Empress. Let them pass, and don't bother harassing them with the usual inspection nonsense on my orders. And if you spoil the surprise, I'll have your head. Disseminate this note to all squads from Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer Night Watch. Uh-huh. Somehow I don't think putting you in there is gonna help matters. I'm gonna try it anyway. Yeah, no, that's not gonna do anything. Let's put you in here and leave the crate open.
rightful.
Okay. Num-nums.
Something feels wrong.
Oh. It's in here. Shh. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, right, guys? Here, take a load off. You're fine.
Kiela, sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south. So arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
Sounds like someone else was in on it. Ooh, I'll take that. Take the coin. That. I don't think there's anything else to be had in here, so... Up, he's out there.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. And as of today, Delilah Kaldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name.
Further, the former Empress Emily Kaldwin is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Kaldwin will be fined and arrested.
Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Make sure that nobody else is coming in here.
This shirt reeks. You gotta get a spare uniform.
No more, thank you. This place is a dump anyway.
Whew. Missed that.
So it's a coup. The Kaldwins have found... Shh, we shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
What are you guys doing?
This is even if it was an ass like Ichabod Boyle.
Oh, yeah. So we are at the crime scene of Ichabod Boyle now.
Dunwall, listen up. For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Kaldwin and Corvo Atano.
They didn't sign up to fight some freak like the Crown Killer, a cannibal and whatnot.
You about finished inspecting the glass there, Junior? Geronimo! How are you more attentive than I've ever seen you before? Oh, thank fuck. Oh, well, that was needlessly tedious. You can sleep here in the dark. So can you. I'll take that. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. Nothing in there. There's something in here. Yeah, some coin. I'll take that. 99 bozos. Yeah, so this is Ichabod Boyle.
Delilah and the Duke didn't hire the most refined assassin.
No, they did not. Anything of value in here that I can potentially take? Not that I can see. I doubt there's anything in here, but I'll check anyway. Oh. Nothing in there. Ooh, cash register though. Give me money. Give me money. Oh, no, I wanted the money. Oh, you have money. I have more money that I can grab. Don't know why I had to grab it like that, but okay. I got it. So back upstairs. Nothing, nothing, nothing. There's something up there. No, there's nothing. Never mind. Thought it might have been a hidden thing. The light pouch, though. Coin you left out carelessly. And a letter to Lara. Don't tell me my business. My family's been at this game for a long time, and I'm not acting alone. Currently, I have several friends working on similar pamphlets aimed at further turning public opinion against Emily Kaldwin and her accursed royal protector. Lady Brambley is calling hers bastard daughter. That ought to light them up at court. Nathan Bittenbridge is nearly finished with prosecution for Corvo Atano. I'm giving consideration to releasing my own as, should Parliament rule, a modest proposal. Yes, I know she's the Empress, but eventually she'll bow under the weight that we will bring down upon her. First the gentry here in Dunwall, then the Parliament, finally the other Isles. By early next month, look for these works plastered on the walls here in the capital city, but if you're abroad, you'll see them in Dubrovka, Alba, Karnaca, Kilkenny, and Yarrow as well. I have friends all over, Lara. Don't let it slip your mind for a second. From Boyle. Sounds like a brilliant, a nice chap. And all these books, and I can't even read them. Turn on a burner. I turned off. And some glasses that I can deal with, probably to use for distractions. If I needed to, which it didn't. Yeah, I think I'm done in here.
Block by order of the City Watch.
What? What am I supposed to do now?
Deal with it?
Concerned citizen, I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
Good night. Ooh. In you go. I'll take that. No money in there. So they must have robbed you. That's not cool. Poor dead guy. Okay, so yeah, there is nothing else of value here. Wasn't this a cozy place? Also unbelievably barren. Oh. Looks like there's a journal here and some coin. The pages have been half eaten by rats. Only a few are still legible. The 4th day of Earth, 1837. Fools running panicked in the streets. No worse place to be. Everyone knows the plague is carried on the winds. I will do the only sensible thing and lock myself up until the infected breezes move on. I have plenty of dried meats and other foodstuffs, enough to last me quite a while I think. Empress Jessamine called for calm, and I will heed her call alone. The 25th of Nets, or thereabouts. Strong winds tonight. I'm afraid for anyone who hasn't barricaded themselves inside as I have. I know that Empress Jessamine and her royal protector Lord Ortano will find a solution soon. High cold, probably. I've lost track of time. Sometimes I sleep for days. I might be sick, but I dare not venture out to find a doctor. An ill wind might find me, and the plague is far worse than melancholy, is it not? The month of clans, I think. The wheat tastes rancid. Still no word from the Empress or Parliament. No city watch walking the streets and ringing bells to announce a cure. But I know Empress Jessamine will do everything in her power to save Dunwall from the plague. I need only wait a little while longer. Oh shit! You waited too long. To top it off, Jessamine was unfortunately murdered. Oh. More coin. Anything in the locker? Nope. Okay. Okay, so that can be used as a distraction. Too bad I can't get up there. Can't jump up there? Boo.
Kind of trouble in this part of town? Honestly, why can't they keep all that riffraff in a separate place?
Ah. What are you up to? Oh God, I hope you washed your hands. It's gross. You're gross.
The rightful heir to the throne has taken power in Dunwall. The usurper, Emily Kaldwin, and the murderous royal protector have been arrested.
Get out of here.
You have until tomorrow to print it.
I never should have listened to your rubbish.
Don't make a pig's ear of this, printer. I'm the one who gave you the scoop on the crown killer.
Half of which couldn't be verified. I must have been rat-ass out of my mind to use that name. There's no proof that the murderer has any connection to the crown.
Well, it made a good story. Served a purpose.
Whatever's going on, this coup, it won't last. The people of Bristol are loyal to the Empress, and I'm gonna publish an essay every day for a month to make sure they remember it.
The people of Bristol have a new Empress. And in the morning, they'll have to find a new printer, too.
Only adults would threaten the man.
Fuck you. Freedom of the press, asshole.
You're not fit for the watch uniform.
Hello?
That man, part of the Duke's coup, I'm sure of it now. And I saw him talking to Captain Ramsey of the City Watch.
You weren't the only one fooled. But I never ordered those killings.
I know that. It was irresponsible of me to print the name Crown Killer.
Yeah, it was.
I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
You're forgiven. I'm not sure what happens next, but protect yourself. And when the time is right, tell people the truth.
You can count on it. I won't ask you what your plans are, but for the sake of Dunwall and for the Empire itself, I hope you succeed.
Good. Now I have a body to hide in here. Don't worry about it.
The Dunwall courier will not be silenced.
Good. Make sure it prints the truth from now on, eh?
I'm so sorry for my involvement in all this. I was misled. They claimed they had evidence, and then they bullied me.
I'm going into hiding for a few days. You should do the same. This newspaper has a reputation to uphold after I rebuild it.
Good.
As soon as it's safe, I'm going to start a series of pamphlets.
Ooh, I'd like to hear that. More of the Crown Killer.
Watch yourself.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to cut you off. Note from the chief editor. Kent, don't take it personally, but I'm not publishing your story about mechanical soldiers down in Karnaca. I'm not questioning your sources or your writing, but some moonstruck natural philosopher making marionettes in his basement isn't really news. I've done some research on this Kirin Jindosh you mentioned. He was driven out of the Academy of Natural Philosophy years ago, so he's hardly a credible threat. Until one of his inventions actually kills someone, he's not worthy of our ink. You should instead focus on the Crown Killer case. If the Imperial family is really ordering those murders, I want us to be the first ones to expose it. From Simon. Yes, Simon, you were very misled.
Huh?
Just me. Calm down. Okay, I'm gonna close the door. I guess this is an alternative means of getting down. Though how I was supposed to manage that magic trick, no one knows, I guess. Adjacent room. Nice. I'll take that. More dead soldiers. You saw nothing? Fuck off.
Someone there?
Could I interest you in a game of cards later?
That sounds lovely. First the shortage of whale oil, then the murders. Now what's ever going on tonight? I pay my taxes and all.
Business down here in Dunwall. That's all about to change. City Watch has its hands full with what's been happening at Crown.
The Hatter Gang. Also ready to profit from times of turmoil.
That's what I'm saying. We need a network of shops selling contraband, just like they've got down in Serconis. People are getting rich in Colero and Karnaca, even after paying the Grand Guard to look the other way.
So we set up some black market shops, pass along whatever we score, and we run security for the shopkeepers.
Right, and we take a cut on the sales. I'm telling you, the wind is blowing in our favor for once.
Gosh. Thanks for the info, guys. Another grenade, not that I'm going to use them. Is there anything of value over here? So there's no way to get up to the second level. Jeez, lady, calm down. Oh, good. Oh, come on. Thank you. Backtracking a little bit.
Think something moved.
I'll help you look around. I thought I saw someone right here.
One other place I forgot to check. Oh, that's familiar. Mine. Also, 451. Are you fucking serious? Means there's gotta be a safe. Where is this safe? Oh, it's right there, derp. Is it really that easy? Oh my god, it is. Wow. Take all of the weapons. Close that down. And yeah, you can sleep in here for now. Really? But he was glitched. I had to save him. Because that's the type of Empress I am. Nighty-night.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the City Watch in this time of transition.
Dead bodies everywhere.
Let's have a look. You're scaring me?
Oh, he's like right there. I see. I don't know why I'm still screaming underwater, but... Up I go.
Is there any chance I could slip past all these uniformed assholes and get into the tower myself? Do I still have it left in me? Came here to... Lady, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south. and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
I mean, there's nothing else that I have to do here, so we might as well.
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, wow. So that one detection doesn't actually count. Interesting. One body was detected. Didn't kill anybody. And no alarms were rung, so awesome. We're already at a great start for a low chaos run. I found all of the coins, 1,169 out of 1,490, and I found both paintings. So that's cool. And I did a whole bunch of special actions. I protected the printer of the Dunwall Courier newspaper from Duke Abel's agents. I found a room boarded up since the time of the rat plague. I took what gold I could carry from the Dunwall Tower's safe room emergency reserves. Oh, that was Dr. Galvani? Oh shit. I robbed the safe of Dr. Galvani, a natural philosopher from the time of the rat plague. And I locked Mortimer Ramsey in the safe room with a fortune in gold and a month's worth of food and water. Let's hope that someone finds him and that someone isn't Delilah, because we know what happens to those who fail her. But as of that, that's basically where we're going to leave it off for now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like or subscribe. If not, leave a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until the next time, guys. Ciao.